God bless and great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all know it's Friday, and I know it's a little early, right? It's definitely a little early for when I normally run my show, right? So I got some news for y'all. So I found out today that I am on FMTV season 6, and the show starts at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm going to start each of my shows from now on at 4 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to have to wait to get to the smoking part, 20 minutes. But that's okay. Because we get to talk and get to know each other and shit like that. Y'all can ask me a few questions and shit like that. Y'all know how y'all do. All them type of things. Y'all know how y'all do. Um, I'm kind of glad that I actually got the spot. And it's like a month away, right? But I got all this month to actually prepare and have myself ready for when that time come. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And y'all know we doing what we doing now, but when I start the actual 420 show, we gonna do the whole 420 big like we always do. But again, since we gotta start early, we gonna do a little early, a little countdown. We gonna let y'all kick it and get y'all little talk out the way, say y'all little this, that, and the others, and this, that, and the whatever. However it go, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get it all out the way, and we gonna see what we can see, and just gonna, we gonna take it in as it come, y'all. We gonna enjoy all the movement, all the moments. We're gonna have to take it in, like I say, take it in as it come. We're gonna have to enjoy this stuff. Like it's gonna be these moments where, you know, we just got to keep getting better and better. And sometimes people notice that you be doing stuff that can help you become better and better, right? So people want to help put you in a position where you can do that, where they can allow you to not only become better and better at doing what you're doing, but you know, some people enjoy hearing people give out knowledge. Some people like knowledge. There's a lot of people that like to pick up on knowledge and they take it and they go with it the way that they used to getting it. A lot of people ain't really used to getting good knowledge like that. Like a lot of people don't come from, good family backgrounds where they had good role models, good father figures, good mother figures, where they were really role models and they kind of, showed them the ways of life, the way you're supposed to carry yourself in life, and how you're supposed to act as a person, as a man. As men, we get taught how to be respectful in certain places and how to talk with different types of people. They teach us as men that we have to know how to talk to different types of people at all times. You know what I mean? And you supposed to know how to be cordial with everybody. You know how to have just a regular, decent, hello, how you doing, get to know a person type of conversation. Or if you're there for business, just to sit down and handle the business with the person. Just, we here to handle this business, so we're going to deal with this business and we're going to get it on out the way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to do that, but some people weren't taught how to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And you can catch some people when they be having these kind of conversations with people. You can see the awkwardness in them because it's like they're not used to it. They're not used to talking to someone about these types of things, and they're not used to, you know, holding these types of conversations. So when a person is in a uncomfortable spot holding conversations with people, they tend to have to, kind of shake off the jitters and, maybe some people like to have a drink. Some people need to go get a little bit of fresh air. Some people might want to smoke a cigarette. Blah. whatever. But no cigarettes here. But but some people like to sit down over dinner. Like have a business lunch, something like that, a business dinner, and sit down and hash out whatever problem that you all had, hash out a solution. Or if you're just going into the business venture, maybe you're hashing out the rough edges of the business venture with your partner, or whatever it is. But either way it go, with these things being said, we all need to know how to hold a conversation, a normal, cordial conversation with anybody. Everyone should be able to do that, right? But we all know everyone can't do that. And that's, part of why I jump on here and I be giving the knowledge that I give. Because I be wanting all my people to know, like, if you don't know how to do something, it's prideful not to ask for help. But it's even more prideful to know that you don't know how to do something, to know that you know someone who does know how to do it, and not ask them. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, if you know a person, if they know you personally, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna mind helping you. That's probably gonna be part of the goal anyway. You know what I'm saying? If they're a good person, they want to help you be better anyway, right? So, you know, you have to ask for help. Don't be too prideful. Yeah, I know it's early, y'all. I ain't started the show yet. I'm not gonna start the show at 4:20 like I normally start the show, even though FMTV season 6 started 4 o'clock and only go to 5 o'clock, right? But y'all already know how it go with me. I'm not gonna be done streaming until 5:20. So, in this case, we're gonna still start the show at 4:20 like we normally do. I'm just gonna go live on Bigo at 4 o'clock so they can know that I am gonna do my show and I am here to do my show. Just gotta let Bigo know. Bigo be tripping sometimes, but we good today. And I will start my show at 4:20 as usual. Smoking with the King, baby. I got a good topic for us today. It's more so a personal topic. Anybody in our culture probably that got a little knowledge could probably jump on this topic and be like, yeah, I can show this to my kids or my nieces and nephews or my sisters and brothers or whatever, and y'all can expound on it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So once I get started in a few minutes, we're gonna get to the breakdown of the breakdown. It's funny because I wasn't even gonna do this topic, and my nephew, he pulled up on me. He asked me, say, "Unc, man, I want you to do this topic for me so I can check it out, and I can know about my thoughts. Am I leading myself the right way right now with how I'm thinking?" So I'm gonna do this topic for my nephew, and for all the other younger people who don't have nobody to really touch on these subjects. I never even really thought about it before my nephew talked to me about it. Like I've had the thought of. But it's not like something I just sit down and I dwelled on. You know what I'm saying? It's never been that. I've never been the type to be like, oh, okay, all right. See, this is what. Yeah. Y'all think y'all slick. No. Y'all will get to it. Don't worry. I'm going to get to the topic when it's time. We got a few more minutes. I ain't even lit the damn blunt yet. I know y'all can't be tripping. Y'all know this is Smoking with the King, baby. The juice don't come till we smoking. Because we going to keep it smoking like we do, baby. All day. Smoking with the King. Y'all know what it is. I'm glad y'all all come to join me, though. I'm looking at the screens like, oh, okay. We got some nice little views today. Got some nice little views, some nice little viewers, some people that want to gain some knowledge. Get a little insight on some stuff. All right, so for everybody who don't know, I have a YouTube channel. It's King T420 SCC on YouTube. Go run me up. Everybody, go run me up. King T420 SCC on YouTube. Everybody go subscribe, like, share, comment. Go do that right now. Everybody go do that right now. Go do that right now. You can come back. Go do it right now. Everybody go run and subscribe right now. King T420 SCC. We still got 11 minutes, so y'all got time to go and come back. Got 11 minutes until the actual show starts. So go get to going. Go run me up. Go subscribe, share, comment, share. Everybody share. Tap the screen, share. Let it be known that we about to start the show until we got 10 minutes, gang. We got 10 minutes. We're going to be starting the show in 10 minutes. Everybody know, 4:20 Eastern Time every Friday. Each and every Friday at 4:20. Miss Yaya Baby, what's going on? Got any questions for me before my show start? Show started at 4:20, so I'm taking questions and answering a few questions right now and telling everybody go subscribe to the YouTube channel, King T420 SCC. Go do that right now. We got 10 minutes before the show starts, so you got time to go subscribe right now. Subscribe, like, share, comment, run me up. I'm running y'all up, run me up. Let's get it. Yes, let's get it. All positive energy around here. We don't do all that negative shit. We don't got time for that. We ain't got time for nothing negative, y'all. We ain't got time for none of that. So, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, yeah. And like I say, I got a great show for y'all today. I got a great show. Because after my nephew talked to me about it and I really thought about it, it's like, damn, I really do got a few things that I can actually talk about on this topic. A few things I can really tell the people and they'll really be like, you know what? Shit, I'm glad you actually told us that shit. Because nobody ever told me that. Nobody ever said, like, you know what? So, I'm going to just tell y'all some things today. I got y'all. I'm going to rock out good with it today. And I'm going to really show y'all some things. You know, growing up the way I grew up, I done seen a lot of stuff. So, the topic that I'm going to be touching on today, it's gonna be really nice for people who done been through some things in their life. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like, you know, dang, I ain't know it was gonna be like this. You see what I'm saying? It's one of them type of days. It's a laid back, chill day. It's a good day. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do. I don't need nobody acting brand new. Nobody act brand new around here. Everybody know around here we praise the Lord. We followers of Christ. Yes, I am a follower of Christ. I don't know about all that religion stuff that y'all be, what religion? We ain't got to talk about all that. Just know I follow the Lord Jesus Christ and Father God. No, I follow those folks. So where y'all be talking about higher power, I be like, Lord Jesus Christ? You mean Father God? No, but you know, everybody follows somebody. Everybody got their own higher power or whatever. However that works. You know, God bless you or however, you know, whatever. However, you know, all good energy here, good spirits to all those. As my auntie would say, as a Buddhist, Namyo Rinkyo or something like that. Did I say it right? Anybody, any Buddhists in here? Do I got any Buddhists in here? If you a Buddhist, tell me if I said it right. Namyo Rinkyo. That's what the Buddhists would say. First Lady Shay, how you doing? Do you got any questions before the show starts at 4:20? Anybody got any questions before the show start? Anybody? I'm just asking. Because y'all know once I start, I ain't going to really ask no questions. It's going to be off to the races. You know, this is probably good that they gave y'all this little period of time before the show start, this little 20 minutes before my show start. I think they purposely did that so y'all would actually have some time to ask me a few questions before I started the show. That was smart. I ain't even gonna lie, that was smart. They gave y'all some time, and I had never thought about it. And so they just like, fuck it, we gonna incorporate it for you because you got a good thing going on. Y'all know I got a good thing going on, right, y'all? Don't act like that. Don't act like that. Tap the screen, man. Just tap the screen. Quit acting funny. Just tap the screen. I don't even want to hear that. Send a bean. And you just sit around and wait for the show. We got 6 minutes. Jesus Christ. I've been talking to y'all for 14 minutes already. Do you know how much people get paid to talk for 14, 15 minutes? Yes, time is of the essence. Don't play with me. I don't give y'all this juice and all my time just for y'all to be acting like y'all can't tap the screen, can't send a bean, can't be like, you know what, that is some jewels right there you giving out. Yeah. Support the right way. Don't just be here taking in all the jewels and be like, you know what? Because if you ain't going to support, you ain't going to be able to use the jewels the right way, no way. It just show your character. The whole shit is about being a better character. Normally, better characters support people. But whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever. I'm not even finna go down that road with y'all. Not even going there with y'all. Cause y'all gonna realize. Y'all gonna fucking realize. When I stop talking on this motherfucker, y'all gonna be like, well, damn. We used to be here for dog. He not here with us no more? Nah. I told y'all when shit got to popping somewhere else and y'all wasn't acting right, y'all don't get the juice no more. That's how it go. Like, don't y'all see how the entertainment business go? One day you up, the next day you out of luck. Even though I don't believe in luck, so I'm just telling you. One day y'all here with me, and the next day y'all might not see. That's what I'm telling y'all. Because, trust me, Bigo. YouTube some smart people. Okay. I'm going to just leave that there. Just sit that with y'all so y'all understand what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all know we don't play them type of games. Just keep the positive energy. Just keep it flowing. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. I hope y'all ready. I got a good show. Yep. I got a really good show. I'm going to talk to y'all about it soon, too. As soon as it's 4:20. It's all right, Roxy. Girl, go ahead. Go. Yep, as soon as it's 4:20, y'all. We out here. Out here. I'm 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 out here. Y'all ready? Oh, it's getting that time, baby. It's getting that time. We almost there, y'all. Yes, sir. We got a few minutes. It'll be 4:20. Y'all know what it is. Each and every Friday at 4:20, gang. Don't y'all miss it. Don't y'all miss it. If y'all leave right now, come back at 4:20 because the show start. I ain't playing. I got something for y'all. This one be a good one for all of y'all. Young and old. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Yeah, I don't really jump on here and do much talking until it's Friday. I talk on Fridays. On my show date. Other than that, yeah, because I be on Bigo every day, y'all. For those of y'all that's on YouTube with me right now and on Instagram with me right now, I literally be on Bigo every day, almost about 2 hours every day, and I don't really be talking on Bigo at all because I do an actual show each and every Friday, so I don't be wanting nobody to get it confused with the fact just because you see me here don't mean I'm going to be giving you the juice. Like, I give out free juice on Fridays. Yeah. I might even have to change the show to Free Juice Fridays. But I'm just telling y'all. Y'all get the little free juice that I give y'all, the little jewels. I give them to y'all on Fridays. I ain't tripping about that. What up? Anybody that's joining right now, y'all know the show started at 4:20. So, either you can stick around or come back. Don't really matter to me, as long as you here at 4:20. Because when the show start, unless you got a question for me right now, you got a couple seconds. All right, no questions? Good. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how I do it. I don't play with y'all. Each and every Friday. We coming live each and every Friday. I don't play. I told y'all. This shit is for real with me. This shit's serious. This 420 shit serious, gang. It's King T 420 here. King T 420 SCC. Each and every platform you can find me. I know what it is. Uh-oh. God bless and great day, everybody, once again. Once again, God bless and great day, everybody. Y'all know what it is. Each and every Friday at 420 is Smoking with the King. Smoking with the King live on Bigo, King T420 SCC2. On Instagram and on YouTube, that's King T420 SCC. And we are live, gang. So, since I done had y'all in suspense all this time about what today's topic is, I guess we can jump right into it. Today's topic is, if I knew then what I know now, what would I do differently? So that first 20-minute lead up that I just gave y'all, talking about all this and that and just jumping from here and there to here, it was all bits and pieces for me to tie in together what I would do differently if I could do something differently with the things that I know now that I didn't know then. Okay? So let's go with it. For starters, the very number one thing that I would do differently is listen to all the older, smarter men that were talking to me when I was young, that were giving me good advice. That is the number one thing that I would do if I was a young man. If I was a young man that knew the things that I know now, if I knew them then, I would absolutely pay more attention to the elders. That's what I would do. That's number one. Let me tell you why. At the young age of 44, right? Almost everything that an older man that taught me something in my life, if I didn't have to go through something to realize that he taught me a valuable lesson, right before I went through it, something that he said or they said to me kicked in and I end up not having to go through something that they tried to teach me about years before I even got to these points. You see what I'm saying? And that's why that's so important. Like this, the number one thing is so important because a lot of us are here, the older people talking to us, the wiser generation, the elders. We hear them talking to us. Hey, yo! We hear them talking to us. And it'd be like they just, they just there. What your old ass gonna teach me? You don't know nothing. The world new. It's a new world. The things is different in this world. Ain't nothing about the world the way it used to be. But a lot of people don't pay no attention to that. Young people think they know everything. And they really don't. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those young people. I didn't think I knew everything, but I did know some things. As a young man, when I was growing up, I had this old guy around me named George. Now, I literally was a young man. I was like 12, 13 years old. But George, when I was like 12 or 13 years old, was like 68, 69 years old. So George used to always tell me when I was young, he was like, yo, listen to this, man. Don't focus on making the people around you happy. What you need to focus on is getting stable so when the people around you are unhappy, you can help them through their situations. This is what George taught me when I was young. I ain't lying. It was my Auntie Ann's boyfriend. They wasn't married, so it was just her boyfriend. But he was her boyfriend for years and years and years. Like they lived together for years. George had a job at Ford, I believe, and he retired from Ford. And my auntie was she was like a nurse's assistant or something. whatever the case might be. And George told me, he was like, he said, you know, I love your auntie, and she gets on my nerves all the time. Some of the stuff that she do make me want to fight her, but I don't, because as a man, I should be able to sit down and talk to her and get her to realize that we've been in this too long for her to be doing the things that she's doing. And he said most of the time that he sit down and talk to her, things actually tend to straighten up the right way, and they, you know, tend to go right. But he said it only could happen like that because he was so stable. He said if he hadn't been a stable person, he wouldn't have been able to show her where she was acting out of order because because she felt unstable, even though she wasn't unstable. Mind y'all, she was not unstable. She wasn't unstable. It was just when I was growing up, a lot of the older people around me used drugs. Fortunately for me, George didn't use drugs. He drank, but he didn't use drugs, right? But my auntie used drugs, and that's what he was telling me. That's what he was trying to show me at a young age. He was trying to show me that my auntie felt like she was unstable because of a kind of sort of a chemical imbalance type of deal, maybe. You know, whatever happens to a person who actually starts to get high and things like that. But yeah, it was really cool for George to teach me that because I seen my auntie and him fight like often. Like they fought. They had fights. Not fist fights. Not physical. But verbal. And with me being so young and so clean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that he would say to her, I actually got a chance to pick up on and hear in communication. And I got to hear the things that she said to him in communication. And after I got older and I started thinking about the things that he used to tell me, I realized why he was so right. Not just the fact he was right, oh, okay, maybe I should just start being like this with every lady. No, the reason that he taught me what he taught me was because he was teaching me how to realize where in a woman's life she may feel like she's unstable, and you have to go in as a man and not only to remind her that she's stable, but to show her you stable, babe. You can just relax. It's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, it's your job. You're the provider. You're the protector. So most of the time when a woman feels unstable, she doesn't feel protected. She's scared. She's nervous. Things are going on that she doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't really understand. And most of the time women don't like things like that. So the number one thing that I would do, that I would do differently, again, is listen to the older folks that I talked to when I was younger that were all telling me, you know, stay in school. Get, you know, once you get out of high school, go to college, find you a nice trade. They want my father always wanted me to go to trade school, which there's nothing wrong with that either. You can actually go to trade school, find you a good trade, get off into a good field. Again, that's why I say if I was younger, I would actually listen to the older heads that was in my life. But I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go get a trade. I went down a different path in life. I went down the path that most of us go down as young guys, coming up with parents in the hood that do drugs and don't have a stable living situation. Of course, I was into the streets. Like, I know all y'all look right at me and be like, I know his big ass was in the streets. I was. I sure was. For a long time, to be honest with y'all. About 16 years. Maybe longer than that, too. I ain't even finna count. But, yeah, so I was in the streets a lot of my young life. And that's where I fucked up at. Because, again, if I'd have been listening to the old heads, like they was trying to get me to listen to them back then, I wouldn't have been in the streets. They was trying to teach me things back then that would have been so much more valuable for right now that I wouldn't be in the same situation right now if I'd have listened back then. You see what I'm saying? And those type of things, those type of lessons that you learn be more valuable then than they do when you learn them further along in life. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'd have knew this then, I would have stayed in school. I would have went back to school if I'd have knew it was so important. You know what I'm saying? Something else that I would have did differently if I could have done it, you know, if I'd have knew what I knew now back then is I would have actually got a job and kept a job for a few different reasons. Okay, so the very first reason is because you cannot live comfortably without some form of income. Okay, so having a form of income is always going to be having a good job or a legit hustle, selling waters on the side of the freeway or something like that, or you know, you got a fruit garden, a vegetable garden, and you kind of sell your fruit to people or whatever. Whatever, as long as you're doing something legit and not hurting nobody and harming anyone, then having monetary funds is always going to be something that you need to do as a man. I'm talking to the young men now. Now, ladies, y'all can take heed to some of the things that I'm telling these young men, because the things that I'm saying to these young men should actually direct y'all to the type of man that y'all are looking for, right? See, because the things that I'm saying to these young men that are not doing them should actually show y'all the young men that are doing them. You see what I'm saying? Because you can clearly notice the difference. Because the young man that's in the streets, he definitely in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that a young man in the streets don't need nobody. That's not what I'm saying. If you already with that young man and y'all working on doing better, and he working on getting himself together and getting away from all that, then you rock with him. You hold him down and you help get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You be the good helpmate that he's supposed to have, that's helping lead him to a legit, prosperous, wealthy life for you and him and your children and the rest of the family to come, right? But for those of y'all who are ripping and running in the streets, y'all doing all types of ungodly things, and y'all ain't got nothing to show for it, like it seems like it's getting worse and worse, stop. I ain't being funny with y'all. I promise you. Listen to me, and listen to me very clearly. The longer you do what you're doing, the more karma you're going to have to suffer for it when time comes. So pay attention. Anything that you're doing that is not godly, the karma from that is going to be probably detrimental to you or a family member. And that's the thing. I know a lot of us, we don't really choose to do wrong things because we just jump out there like, yo, I'm finna do this. Like, nah, it's not really like that. Like, coming from our community, coming from the black neighborhoods that I've came from, that I've been through, that I've been in, like a lot of young black men, we don't really have the type of proper guidance to get us to the next place. Because watch this. This is what I mean. We can have the one old head to tell us, you know, to do the good things and teach you the good things and things like that, right? But if the majority of your influence, comes from people doing negative things, but it looks like they have a bunch of positive things going on for them, then they will be a bigger influence on you than the old head who's actually telling you the right thing to do. Because the way we were raised, when we see a person making money, that's all that matters. He making money. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice dollar. That boy got Stizx. Get that knot pack. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what's important. What's important is doing something that your people don't have to worry about you. Doing something that when you actually do start making a legitimate earning, you don't got to worry about somebody being all over your shoulder trying to knock you upside the head to take it. because you legitimately earned that money. You worked hard for it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the streets don't realize that even though you working hard to get what you got, you taking from somebody else. Let me explain. Say you the person that's got these little pills or whatever these things is that these kids got going on now, or this Finny or whatever, however they said the Finny or whatever, whatnot. Say you one of them people that got this type of stuff going on, and you doing all this stuff, and you making a few greenbacks, and you know your pockets is fat, and they ain't been flat since. You know what I'm saying? That means you taking away from a household somewhere, more than one, and the people that you taking from are being hurt by the person that you're taking the money from. So you getting karma from not only the person who you taking the money from, but you getting karma from all the people that's inside that house that's getting hurt from what you doing. And you don't even know this. All you think you doing is making a few greenbacks, right? Shit, nigga, I'm putting my hands on some dollars, nigga. Y'all know we always out here touching some money. Huh? Okay. So like I said, I would get a legit job or a legit hustle. And I would stick to that. You know what I'm saying? As I'm going along doing my schooling, yep. Because you can sell bottles of water while you in school, while you on a football team, the basketball team, the baseball team. Listen to me, please listen to me good. If you are 17 or 18 and you feel like you at a crossroads now because you feel like you too old to do the hustling with the water bottles on the side of the road, and you don't just want to go to McDonald's and get a job, go to college. Listen, don't let nobody stunt your growth ever. Knowledge is power. This is what they've been telling us for years, right? But then I watched the slick shit that they did. First they told us knowledge was power, and then they had the nerve to try to curse us and say, well shit, if you put anything in the book, a black person won't read it. Fuck y'all and y'all curse. Nah. I'm telling you, if you black right now, go start fucking picking up books and reading them. Take the knowledge in that you can get right now. Go to school. If you don't want to get a job at McDonald's, go your ass to college and get you a degree. Or, like my father used to tell me, go get a trade, man. Listen, I know it seems like, oh man, it's all I hear, man. All y'all old folks, all y'all talk about this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm being as honest as I can with y'all. If I could go back to then, if I can go back to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I appreciate you. If I can go back to then, I would get a trade, or I would go to college, or I would get a job, and I would stick to that job until I actually found the actual path that I wanted to be on. That don't mean quit then either. What that means is once you find the actual path that you want to be on, you start taking money from your job to fund your actual legit path. This way, you don't got to worry about nobody saying, well, if you do this, if you do that, how you going to do this and how you going to do that? No, you keep your job and you start putting money to the side so you can open up your business, so you can start your own, whatever it is that you working on doing. You understand? And this way you don't have to hear people all in your ear talking about some shit. You ain't got no money. You ain't doing shit. What kind of work you do every day? You don't do no work every day. You ain't got a check coming in. See, I want to tell y'all something about real work too. This is something that my grandma told me. She taught me this when I was young, and I didn't understand it when she taught it to me. But now that I'm much older and I follow the Lord as closely as I do, I understand it wholeheartedly. One day, I went and walked my grandma to the church. I was a young man then, too. I was like 20-something. And my grandma's church was around the corner from her, right? So, I go over there and I walk her to the church. and we sit through church service, and it was a nice service or whatever. My grandma, she paid her tithes. She did her little offerings. She told, y'all know how them older ladies is. They get in them services. They get to talking to people and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 right? So, end of the service, end of the service come, it's about 1 o'clock. Almost. Matter of fact, it's almost 1 o'clock because I think we got back to our house at about 1 o'clock. So, it's almost 1 o'clock. I say it's about 12:50 because it probably took us about 6 minutes to walk around the corner, right? So as we walking around the corner, she reaching her little bag and she give me a couple dollars. Now I didn't know what the money was for. I just told her thank you. I kept walking, and she was like, "Well, grandson, I'm giving you this money because you doing a service for me today." This is what my grandma said. I'm like, what? I'm young. I'm still 20. I'm just all I know is I'm walking my grandma to church. I ain't service, no service. Like I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a grandchild, taking my grandma to church, right? Well, she taught me something right then. She said, "Grandson, you doing God's work." And I said, "What, Granny?" She said, "You made sure that I got to the house of God today, that I was able to worship and praise, and you deserve something for that." And she gave me a couple dollars. Now, what that taught me then that I didn't, what it taught me then is if you do nice stuff for people, that some people will give you money. But what it taught me now that I didn't know then is that my grandma had all the extra money and things that she had, and she was able to do all the things that she was able to do because she went to church and because she tithed it, and she paid her tithes every Sunday. And she gave offerings. I don't think she gave offering every Sunday, but she definitely paid her tithes every Sunday. So that's point number 3. If I can do a lot of things differently, that's definitely one that I would definitely do differently. I would stick to going to church every Sunday. I would stick to paying my tithes and giving the offering when you can. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Because one thing about it, and two things for certain, is my mom, my dad, and my grandma, they were all for certain that God is alive. God does exist. Like, He is our one and only true Savior. So, not paying tithes for my grandma was like really a sin. She looked at it like, you don't get money and you don't get God no money. And as I'm older, I realize now that she did that from a time that she was a kid, all like up to like right now. Like if my grandma was still go to church right now, she's 94 right now. She can barely get around right now, but she still pray. Yep, she still be in her word, and she probably still pay her tithes too. She probably just pay them a different kind of way. I just don't know because I haven't been to take her. She ain't been going to the church. But that's what I'm saying. Like, still, right now, at 94 years old, my grandma still take the time to pay her tithes to God. Like, to the higher power. Like, and she still got money. That's what, at 94 years old, she can barely go anywhere. She still got money. Like, I ain't just talking to y'all to be talking. I ain't just saying these things to be saying it. Like, I'm saying these things because, like, if I knew then what I know now, what I would do differently, I would stand to church. I would stand to the word. I would pay my tithes every week, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I will build a great bond with God from the time that I'm young. So by the time that I get to where I am now, which is 44, again, I won't be going through the same things that I'm going through right now. And that was the thing. Like, I was so stubborn when I was a young man. I was stubborn. I was prideful. I was hard-headed. Like, my mom used to tell me stuff. My dad used to tell me stuff. It was like, y'all know how we is as kids. We rebel. It's like, I don't want to hear that shit you talking about, old man. Listen here, old lady. I don't want to hear that. Your parents not old. So stop thinking it. They're just wise. Not old. They're wise. They age like fine wine. And I don't care who you are. I say that to say you're not really old until you hit like 90, 100 years old. So if your parents are 40 and 50, stop calling them old. They only middle age. That's number one. Number two, a lot of people don't know that it's people who didn't even who weren't able to start business and change their family life until after they was 50, 60 years old. So again, let's stop calling people that's 40, 50, 60 years old. You're not really old until you get 80, 90 years old. So, cool. The church thing is like it gives you something to focus on, something that's really positive, and something to add on to that. Not only does it give you something that's really positive to focus on, the people in church will try to help you do positive things. See, that's what my grandma and my mom and my dad were all trying to get me to understand when I was young. Just stay in church, Doc. This is what my dad used to tell me. Just stay in church, Doc. Just keep on going to church. Get cool with the people at church, Doc. Good things that happen to you. All you got to do is keep going. But I was so mad and so bullheaded and stubborn. I was mad at my dad because that was like the place that me and my dad would meet up. Like that was the place where I would see him. My mom would take us to the church, and I would see my dad. Me and my mom and my dad, we would be at church. This is when I was young. So I kind of got mad at my dad because me and my mom would still be going to the church, and then my dad stopped coming. So after he stopped going for like a couple months, my mom stopped going. So then we didn't even go to the church no more. And I loved the pastor. Like, God rest his soul, Pastor George Davis. Like, I loved that man. Like he was really like a mentor in my life. He used to call me and tell me scriptures to look up and things like that to help me focus on why things in my life would be the way they are, and to help me focus on being able to pray better, being a better prayer warrior, and things I should and shouldn't ask for while I'm praying. Like, he was really a real mentor to me. So again, you can go to church and you can find some things in church that you may not be able to find on the block. I'm sure of this. This is not a lie. These are all true statements, true facts that I'm telling y'all. If I could have stayed in church when I was young, if I wasn't so dumb, stubborn, and bullheaded, I would have. Life would be a lot different. I'm just telling y'all these things because I don't want y'all to have to bump y'all head and go through the stuff that I went through as a kid. I made myself have a really, really, really rough life because I did not listen. Let me say it again. I fucked up. I went down the hard road because I didn't listen to people giving me the good advice. Like, go to school. Keep doing good in school. Like, cause that's something that my mom, my dad, my grandma, my granddad, like everybody was happy because I was really smart and I did good in school. Like when I was in school and I was doing this, I was good in school. Like I got A's and B's. Like I didn't get C's, and I got A's and B's. Like I wasn't getting nothing less than a B. That was me because just how I was. Like I was good at school. Like I always wanted to be a good kid. Like, so I was a good kid. I ain't had no brothers and sisters. My mom didn't have to beat on me every day to get me to act right. I just acted right. I just did. Because it was big. It was almost like I knew at a young age it was already bigger problems. My parents got high. They used drugs. Keep up. There were bigger problems. So with there being bigger problems, it was like, I can't be the kid that's fucking up in school. Like, I can't be the kid that's trying to bully some other niggas in school. Or I can't be the nigga that's trying to, just stand around the hallway, shoot dice. Or I can't be the nigga that's just in the back of the class taking a nap. I couldn't be that dude because growing up in my actual household, there were already problems. So the smart thing for me to do, and I was always smart. So I always try to rationalize everything. I chose to say, I'm going to be good in school. One, I don't want to get no whooping from my mom and my dad. Two, as long as I'm doing good in school, then I know I might got some form of a future, right? So these were part of the reasons why I worked so hard at doing good at school. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to change everybody's life, even when I was young. Like when I was a kid, I always wanted, like, if I could help my mom and dad get off drugs and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's, like, as a kid, that's what you think. All you ever want to do is help your parents, right? So, yeah, that would be the third piece of advice. Go to church, get you a mentor in church, stick to the word, whatever church it is you pick. Like, I'm not saying, like, you got to pick her. I ain't talking about religion. I ain't saying nothing about a religion. Like, we all know that church is wherever you congregate with God. So, whatever so-called religion you choose, I'm not mad at that. What I'm telling you is whatever place you go to get that focus and to get that enlightenment from the higher up, the higher power, that place is a place where you'll find a good mentor that can help you throughout your life, that'll help you not make bad decisions, that'll help point you in the right direction, that'll help you go off and get the good job, or that'll help you throughout the school while you're going to school and things like that. So yeah, if I knew this then, what I know now, what I would do differently is I would definitely go to church or to a, some institution to find me a mentor and let that person mentor me the way he should have. If we thinking about something else that I would have done differently, see, like, a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this one because this one is kind of, but a lot of the people that I chose to hang around when I was young, they weren't good people. And not to say that they weren't good people like they didn't have good hearts. They weren't good people because they weren't trying to listen. Okay? Pay close attention to what I'm telling you. It's not the fact that they not good people because they just don't got good hearts. That's not what I'm saying, because we know you hang with him because you feel like he got a good heart. The problem is he don't want to listen. He don't want to take in no knowledge from none of the older men because he's so scorned and hurt that his father wasn't around. He don't feel like no older person can tell him what to do. You can't tell me shit. My daddy wasn't here. Fuck you. You don't know nothing. And that is what listen. Don't be the young dude that get caught up hanging around with the young dude that you ain't in the streets and you ain't doing street shit, but your homeboy in the streets. Nah, for real. Y'all see it on these little, like, Law and Order, all this bullshit. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? Be the one young dude that be hanging with the dudes. He hoop. They sell drugs or whatever the case might be. They doing what they doing. And he end up getting fucked up or getting caught up. So, I know you love your friends, and I know they're your homies right now. But 15 years from now, you probably not even going to talk to them dudes. And I ain't being funny with you. I'm being dead ass honest. Like, 15 years from now, some of them same dudes, you going to look back like, this dude was trying to set me up. This dude was trying to get me in something. This dude was, so, right. Like my boy Bob say, like, you got to get around some like-minded people. You got to get around people that think like you, that want to pick up on the knowledge, that know that the knowledge is what's going to get them from here to there. You can't just be around people that's so impulsive where they feel like, well, shit, we just going to go and do this and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Okay, so let me tell y'all a story so y'all understand what I mean. When I was 18 years old, I was 18, caught my first case. God rest his soul, one of my cousins was with me. His name was Snag. It was me, Snag, and one of my bros, right? And they was throwing raves around the corner from our house where we was at the time, right? So we would go to the raves with our young dumbasses. We went to the raves, nigga. We was hitting all the cars, nigga. We had to hit about 45 cars that night. I ain't lying. But we ended up going to jail that night too. So no, look, let me tell y'all what happened. So my nigga Snag gonna tell me, right? That nigga said, listen, you go down here on that corner right there, and I'm gonna stand down here on this corner right here. And we gonna let little dog go, and cause he the shortest one, they ain't gonna really see him over there, right? So I'm all for it. I'm all with the plan, right? The plan is going good so far. We think everything moving smooth. Bro, he didn't got in like 4 or 5 cars. We all went. We just scavenged through them bitches. Boom. We back to our corners, right? We get back to the corner like this 5th time, bro. And I don't know what the fuck Snag was doing down there on that motherfucking corner, gang. But all I know is I turned around. Nigga, something told me turn around. As I turned around, nigga, the police officer was standing in my face with the pistol. It was nothing I couldn't run, nigga, lay the fuck down. That's what the fuck I got. Just lay the fuck down, nigga. Lay down. Just lay down. Nigga, it was right there. It was done. When nigga Snag didn't holler, he was supposed to holler, and he ain't holler. So we all ended up getting caught up that day. But that's just me trying to tell y'all that just because you young and you trying to find your way, don't mean that you just got to go with anybody that's trying to find a way out too. Don't do that, bro. If they're not thinking positive and they're not trying to do something positive, don't fucking do that shit. You don't need a case. You don't need a record to follow you the rest of your life. You don't need every time you go to get a job, they ask you, do you got a felony? And you got to look down there like, fuck, do I put the fucking felony down here or not? You don't want that type of shit behind you. Trust me. I got that type of shit behind me. It's hard for me to get a job sometimes. Why y'all think I don't work? Why y'all think I don't be trying to go and get no job? Like, because in order for me to get a $30 an hour job, I'm going to have to jump through hoops. I'm going to have to jump through hoops. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm just being honest. This is the type of stuff that I know. You know I'm going to have to jump through hoops because I chose at a young age to do some dumbass shit, like going to break into some fucking cars with my homeboys because we wanted a couple dollars. And you know what's even crazier about that shit is I had a fucking job when I did this dumbass shit. I had a fucking job, y'all. 2 of them bitches, not one. I had 2 fucking jobs doing dumb shit. Doing dumb shit. Because my people needed some money. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you riding with your people, everybody know when you from the hood, you ride with your people, you ride with your people. Only if you don't mind making dumbass decisions. Like, well, when you smart, or when somebody giving you some good knowledge, like I'm doing right now, fucking be smart and choose to do something other. Don't fucking go with the niggas to break into the cars. Don't do that. That's dumb. You get caught, you get a whole record for no reason, for some shit for a couple dollars. Do y'all know how much we got that night? We didn't even get that much money that night. It's so crazy because I got a whole gun case that night, and all we all ended up with was probably about $400 and something a piece. A little bit of weed. I fucking got a 38 that night, and they fucking took me to jail for the 38. So I got a whole fucking gun case, and I had 2 jobs. Didn't even need to be out there. Now, true indeed, my bro didn't have no job. And Snag wasn't working like that either. He was hustling, but he wasn't, he didn't have no real job. But this just goes to show y'all exactly what I mean when I tell y'all, don't you be the motherfucker that's doing the legit shit, that's always trying to hang out with the motherfuckers that's doing the illegit shit, because them the cool niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck the cool niggas. You gonna be the cool nigga when you get 35, your motherfucking bank account overflowing, and every motherfucking woman you talk to gonna want to be with you. You be the cool nigga then, trust me. Trust and believe all your homeboy, trust me. When you get there, when you get to where I'm telling you, if you doing what I'm telling you, if your bank account overflowing like I'm saying it's gonna be, like it's supposed to be, because you're doing all the right things, all you and your homies gonna all have money. Y'all not gonna be, it's not gonna be a worry about money. That ain't gonna be a problem, because when you focused on doing the right things, when you're doing positive things in your life, positive things happen. Which means if you go into school, you're gonna eventually get the degree, and once you get the degree, you're gonna be able to use that in the field that it belongs in, right? So if you go to the trade school, you're gonna pick up on the trade, and as soon as you get out of trade school, most of the time, the trade school puts you into a job. You don't even gotta go looking for a fucking job. The trade school gonna get you. Listen, we already got you lined up, nigga. 6 months out, we already got you jobs lined up. You good? Trust me. Trust and believe me. If you can go that route at a young 19, 18, 19, 16, 17, if you can go that route right now, if you can take these, if you can do these things right now, these should be the things that you do. Because in the long run, it's older people out here. It's people. Okay, I promise y'all. If I wanted to get up right now and show y'all, it is a man that's sleeping in the parking lot of my apartment right now in his van. And I promise y'all, he looked like he about 70 years old. It's so sad for me to look out my parking lot and see that van sitting in the back of my parking lot and knowing that it's a 70-year-old man sleeping in that van in the parking lot. But what am I supposed to do? He's 70 years old. All I could do is probably feed him, make sure he clean and some shit like that. But at 70, he can't go and do no manual labor. He can't go nowhere and work the line. He might not even be able to go into a kitchen and cook because it might be too hot for him. You understand? So these are the things that I'm trying to get y'all to see. Y'all don't want to get to an age where you like my age and you still trying to figure out, well, what the fuck what am I supposed to be doing? What am I going to do? You don't want to get here and be thinking that. That's not what it is. The stuff that these older people are telling you right now at your young age, these are the things that are going to get you to a place when you get to my age, you won't have to be feeling like, damn, I live in a one-bedroom apartment at such and such. Damn, I got a little hoop dog. My car is like 5 years outdated. You see what I'm saying? If you start doing the things that I'm talking to y'all about right now, like working with the good people, finding you a good mentor, looking at the friends that you choosing in your life, you see what I'm saying? You will have a different outcome than I had. See, the outcome I had was, again, because I was stubborn, I was prideful. I chose not to want to do the right things, even though I had people that was trying to tell me, like, I need to do this, you should do this, if you was doing this, maybe if you do this. I didn't do those things, though. I was prideful, I was hard-headed. And that's what got me where I'm at. And y'all don't got to be here. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, like, yo, you can, listen, you can get a job and you can work your job. And while you're working your job, you can come up with an idea and create your own business. You know what I'm saying? As long as it is legit, who can stop you from creating your own business? And if you got the job to put the money to the side to fund yourself creating the business, that's even better. You see what I'm saying? Like when I was young, like I told y'all, I had 2 jobs when I went to jail. Instead of me going to jail, if I'd have had a mentor like I should have, I'd have had somebody telling me I need to put some of this money to the side. Put some of that money to the side. And he'd have been mentoring me. Like, do you want to own properties? Like, what kind of business do you want to own? Like, what do you want to be in life? See, this is why you need a mentor. This is why, if you have a good mentor, you won't go through these things that I'm going through at 40 years old. Because he's going to teach you these things at a young age. Mainly because he might have not had no one to teach him. So he feels obligated to teach you these things so you don't have to go through what he went through. Because what he went through as a man growing up, the way he grew up, it was rough. It was hard. He know it wasn't simple. You know what I'm saying? He know he had to fill out application after application after application. He went through 30 job offers and didn't get not one job. And he kept going. He had to keep going. You see what I'm saying? But as a good mentor, he's already been through this. So he can show you how to get through this without it discouraging you, without it making you feel like, fuck it, maybe I should just run back to, you see what I'm saying? Because if you got a good mentor, not only is he going to be a good mentor and help you through those moments, but it's going to come a time where he really got to sit down and tell you, like, listen, you can either choose to give up on yourself right now, right? Because that's what it sounds like you're doing, is giving up on yourself, right? Or you can fight. And that's just what it is. A good mentor not going to let you just give up. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to push you to fight for you. And that's the thing. Like, if you don't want to fight for you, then who would? All right. Moving right along. And we should move right along, right? So, something else that I know now that I didn't know then that I would do differently. When you get your license, right? Make sure, when you get your license and you get your little car and things like that, make sure you don't be letting people drive your car. Make sure you don't give nobody your license to try to slide off into the clubs and shit like that. Like don't your license is gonna be one of the biggest advantages that you have in life once you get it. It's a lot of people out here still can't drive right now. There's a lot of people don't got licenses that drive right now. Don't that scare y'all? No, dead ass. Listen, make sure when you get your license, you one of the people that you're responsible with your license. You ain't just trying to like. I started driving before I got my license. I crashed 2 cars before I got my license. I was doing dumb shit, stealing cars and all this type of dumb ass shit. And I told y'all I've been to jail. So I've been to jail, guys. Been to jail. Don't go down the path that I went down, okay? Okay? Don't do it, please. But yeah. So I done stole cars and I damn near fucked up my license before I even got the bitch. So that's what I'm telling you. When you get your license, it's gonna be an important thing. A lot of people can't drive across state lines because they don't have a license. They're scared to do so. They don't have a license. Listen, you got to get a passport too. It's something I didn't know when I was young that I know now that if I knew then I would get a passport. Listen, you can't just listen to people tell you about other countries and what go on there and things like that. Get you a passport, get you a group of homies, and y'all go visit places yourself and find out about the culture and find out new things. Find out about different terminologies and different, biblical terms that might mean something completely different in other areas. Like, we live in America. America is the land of the free. People here come up with their own definitions of everything. It's the land of the free. You can do that. Google it. See, I ain't lying. You can Google it. You can make up anything you want. You know what I'm saying? But in other countries, they're a little stricter with the rules. You can't just put any word in the dictionary and say this is the definition for this. They don't play that shit in other countries like that. Just like, you know what? I said this was going to be a topic about what I would do then that I do differently now. So let's just jump on this topic too while I'm touching on shit. I told y'all George told me like to focus on me and not to focus on no lady, right? But this is the other thing that I picked up on. If you're gonna get you a lady while you young, don't get with a lady because you want to just because you're trying to have sex. Don't do that. No one taught me this when I was young, so I'm gonna tell you niggas right now. Don't fucking get with no woman just because you fucking want to have sex with her. Don't do it. It's stupid. It's the dumbest shit you can do. You can have a kid. She can give you an STD. She can get sprung and then want to fucking come and stalk you. Shit, you can like her a lot more than she likes you. And then you want to stalk her. Don't do it. Sex can wait. I promise you. I hate that I'm telling y'all this because I've always been one of the dudes and I still am. I'm going to be fucking when I'm 89, 90. So, yeah. But don't you start having sex too early before you actually get yourself on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we all have our little encounters. But if you not really, like, trying to find that lady that you might be with for 25, 30 years, don't just be out here just free willy flinging dick all over the town and shit. Don't just do that shit. That's dumb. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? I ain't being funny with you. Dog, right. Like my homeboy say, be about your purpose. Everybody got a purpose out here, and you can find your purpose if you not around here trying to be free willy. If you ain't trying to be the man around this world, nigga, I'm the man. Nigga, I hate your girl, I hate they girl, I hate all the girls. Nigga, you's a bum. My bad. Did I hurt your feelings when I told you? You think because you can have sex with a bunch of bitches, you doing something? Not many women out here that just fuck niggas just to fuck niggas because they just as slow as y'all. My bad. No shots at the smart people. Being honest. Y'all can't be mad I'm honest. I'm an honest nigga. I do this shit purposely so y'all can understand what the fuck going on in the world. It is a lot of women out here who sleep with a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays. There's a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays sleep with a lot of Shaniquas and shit like that. Why? Because they out here freewheeling and they just like, sex is like a sandwich. Go to Subway, put them motherfuckers together, boom, it's good to go. Don't fucking do that, man. Please be about your purpose. Please be about your purpose, man, because listen, it's a lot of stuff that can happen to you in life that will change your life for the better, to the point where not only can you take care of you, but you can take care of your family. You can take care of your family's family. You could, like, generational wealth is a real thing. Let me let y'all in on the secret. A lot of y'all think generational wealth only happen for other cultures. No. Generational wealth is a real thing, and it can definitely happen for you and for me and for our culture. It's all in how we carry ourselves, how we teach our people the things to do with money, and it's how we teach our people how to take care of each other. Like in other cultures, they don't put their children out the house at 18. But in the black culture, once you hit 18, you might not even hit 18. Let me be honest. Let's just tell the fucking truth. You might not even hit 18 and get put the fuck out your house in the black culture. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, like, they don't be playing that shit in the black culture. But to me, that's part of the problem. Like, we need to cut that shit out too. Like, we need to fucking embrace the fact, like, if you got children, don't fucking kick your fucking kids out the fucking house when they turn 18. Who the fuck told you that was a smart thing to do? That's the dumbest shit in the world. And y'all ain't never looked into the Bible and seen that the kids in the Bible damn near stayed with their parents almost forever. Married and all. Married with kids and everything. Still stayed with their parents. In the Bible. This is in the Bible. It's in the Holy Bible. The Bible. Bible. Y'all, Bible. Holy Bible. It's in there. That's in there. All you got to do is look. Open your eyes. Where did y'all get this customary shit from where y'all turn 18 and, oh, you should be grown enough to take care of yourself now? I know I taught you everything. Bitch, you ain't teach me half of the shit you know. What's wrong with you? You ain't even had the time to teach me half the shit you know. What are you saying? You know what? If you fucking put me out right now, I might not talk to you fucking forever. And some of y'all act like that shit don't even fucking matter to y'all. Them your fucking kids. These are your fucking kids, gang. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, I look at any other, even the fucking Africans. I ain't being funny. The people that look like us, that's mad as fuck that they not us. Them niggas do the same shit, nigga. They kids, the whole tribe gonna be in the village, bitch. They don't give a fuck. Fuck is you talking about? Ain't none of us going nowhere till we all rich. Fuck is you talking about? That's right, on Smoking with the King, we gonna keep it real with y'all all the time. We gonna keep it smoking, baby. I gotta tell y'all the truth. Listen, even in African culture, the people that want to be like us, they not picking up on that trait. They come to America and they start living the Americanized life and they still don't pick up on that fucking trait. Listen, the fucking African women are Americanized like a motherfucker. But I bet you one motherfucking thing for certain and two things for sure. Them motherfuckers live at home with their parents and they ain't kicking out their kids. So, you fucking black motherfuckers, y'all better straighten the fuck up. We gotta get this shit together. Y'all wanna know what the fuck I would do differently? I will fucking tell all my people that they need to get it together. Don't fucking put your fucking kids out the house at 18 years old. We're not equipped to be in the streets at 18. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all put y'all kids out in the streets, it's motherfucking... Let me calm down. Okay, listen. Y'all think only little kids get kidnapped. Okay. Let me tell y'all a story. My dad told me one day when I was young, he said, Doc, there's a lot of stuff that go on in the street, Doc, that a lot of people don't tell you about, a lot of people don't talk about it. And I'm like, What you mean, Pop? And he said, when the real gangster shit happen in the street, Doc, that type of stuff don't be on the news. You don't see this type of stuff on the news. Let me explain to you exactly what I'm talking about. Something happened to my father that he'll never forget. And when he told me about it, it rocked my motherfucking world because I had never knew. My father, grown-ass man, was kidnapped by a gang of niggas and strung up in the basement and they beat the fuck out of my daddy. Because of the life that he was living back then. But grown people get kidnapped too. But this is the problem. Y'all motherfuckers don't give a fuck about what be going on with y'all people. As black people, we need to change that immediately. We need to change it immediately. Like other cultures don't do what we do. When our people down in our culture, we kick them while they down. We talk shit to them while they're down. We tell them, you know what, you's a piece of shit. You sorry, you lazy. Why the fuck you can't do nothing with yourself? This is what we do to our people. Other people in other cultures, though, they invite their people in. Listen, you can stay with me till you get on your feet. I don't know what kind of spiritual battle you fighting, but I'm going to help you get through it. They stay with their people for years and years and years. They might not never change. You see the difference? We fucking kick our own people out to the fucking world and turn our back on our own people. For what reason? They fucking cut my... Anyway. They fucking... You know, fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna let up on you bitches. But they fucking... Damn, Bob, I don't even know what to say, bro. They just fucking cut that... They cut the whole feed on this bitch. But fuck them. Fuck. IG cut the feed, y'all. So, close out IG and go to YouTube. Anybody that was on IG, go to YouTube. Anybody that was on IG, go to YouTube. Anybody that was on IG, go to YouTube. We still got the feed going on YouTube. It's about over anyway. But this is what our people do in our culture, man. Our people in our culture, we kick our people out. And we leave them in the streets. And we let them fend for themselves. And then once we figure out that they can't fend for themselves, we go to talking about them like crazy. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Like this, that, and the other. Da, da, da. These is our people. Why the fuck would we be doing our people like this? Why are we doing our people like this? These is your people, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your daddies, your mamas. Why are we doing our own people like this? What would make us do our own people like this? Like, it's like, yo, we don't care about all that. That ain't what's up. You know what I'm saying? He should have been a better person. He should have did better things with his life. What do you mean he should have did better things with his life? You kicked him out the house at 17. And then after you kicked him out, he caught himself trying to find a way, hoping he can make a way. And then what? He got caught up with the wrong people. You know why he got caught up with the wrong people? Because you didn't have no good role models around him. So since you didn't have no good role models around him, he was trying to find his way the best way he could, and he ended up with the wrong role models. You know who fault that is? Yours. Because you kicked him out at 17. Was he supposed to be equipped for that? You didn't teach him who to and who not to. You didn't teach him how to and how not to. You didn't teach him what to do. And then you wonder. And then y'all wonder why our culture looked the way it looked. If I knew then what I knew now, I would tell all the people in my family that we need to love each other and help each other. And we need to take heed to what it is going on in other cultures. We need to pay attention to the fact that they love their families unconditionally no matter what is going on in the family. When they got a drug addict in the family, guess what? They love the drug addict through the drugs. When they got a depressed, sad person in the family that's not working and ain't doing nothing with themselves, they love the depressed, sad person through the depressedness and through the sadness. In our culture, we talk about them, we kick them out, we kick them while they down, we hold them down, we don't help them out, we don't help them up. We don't give them good words of affirmation. We don't We don't uplift them. We don't try to uplift their spirits. We turn our back on our own people, and then we expect for somebody to care about what we got going on as a people. If we don't care about what we got going on as a people, if we not right here as a people, if we not loving each other as a people, who should love us as a people? So it's King T420 SCC here. I love all my people. I love my culture. I love the people in my culture. I want y'all to do better. It's a reason why we where we are on the totem pole in life. Not just in the U.S., in life. We got to look around the globe and see what things look like around the globe. And then come back and focus on what we got going on here. Change comes from within. Change comes from you. You can make a change right now. That's all you got to do. You make a change and watch how things start changing around you. Start doing some positive stuff for some people around you and watch how some positive stuff start happening for you. So again, this is King T420 SCC. On Bigo, it's King T420 SCC2. On Instagram and on YouTube, it's King T420 SCC. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming out and joining the live show each and every Friday at 4:20. And I shall get back with y'all next Friday. We shall do it again each and every Friday. I love y'all. Thanks for coming. Talk to y'all later.